right, we got Wifisfuneral in the building today. What's going on, boys?
Yo, what's good?
So across from me, we got Isaiah, and then right next to you, your homie Gabe.
Yeah, my brother Gabriel.
Yo, you actually brothers?
Well, I mean, you could consider us blood brothers, actually, complete.
Yeah.
Yo, where do I ash at, G?
You want a bag? I'll give you a bag. Hold
Yeah,
on.
just actually, where's
Ash,
my... Yeah.
ash on the bag, but don't burn the bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's very complicated. Maybe I should find something better for you. Oh, you know what you could ash into? You could ash into one of these these cool lean cups.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take the lean out. Shout out to Third Coast Skate Wax because anybody who saw the product review video that I did, they'll recognize this cup.
Oh, this is lit.
What the hell was that?
This is lit.
Well, it's like a skate wax thing, but it comes inside the cup, so it looks like lean, right?
Holy shit.
Kind of tight.
That's actually really,
this
really
cup makes
tight.
me want to say free Gucci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys lean drinkers or what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie. I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like a pro lean
Okay.
drinker. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that like I do this shit every day, but I know my shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know my shit. I like it when people give it to me, but I don't know.
He
that much
actually
about
put me
it.
on beat with the lean game because like he was sipping lean way before me. I thought sipping lean was stupid.
Right.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
I like that shit.
I was like,
low-key-
bro, that shit's retarded. And then like he poured me up like a deuce of like some tech for the first time I ever sipped high tech, and I was just like, all right, for sure, I'm gonna just do this shit.
It changed your life?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about being from Florida because I've spent a lot of time in Florida in my day, and it is quite the place.
Yeah. Florida's cool.
It's cool. I mean,
just
like
where
it's
we're from,
it's a great. Florida as an overall state is probably like the best place to like get away from if you want to start like a really like legitimate business and shit
Really?
like that. Yeah, I mean, like there's hella people that are just like in law or in this or in that in Florida. Like niggas, if you know what you're doing, if you on your shit, like you could really get some money in Florida. And even like the dope boys even inspire you to just like get it because they, like when you're in Florida, you have such a go-getter mentality. Like you gotta like get that shit because if you just like keep your dick in the dirt, you're just gonna be a bum.
But do you feel like there are a lot of opportunities in Florida?
Oh, right now, especially for music, yeah.
For music?
For music especially, and for the arts in general. Like, what they're trying to do to Miami as a whole, like, I'm not even from Miami, but just down in Wynwood and all where they do art battles and shit like that.
Right.
They're trying to, like, do what they did in Miami in, like, the 80s and, like, bring back, like,
A
the
ton
culture.
of cocaine?
No, yeah, that too.
They're going to do that too?
Yeah, that too.
It kind of comes with the territory. Fuck. But so what? They're just trying to, like, encourage the arts in Miami and stuff, you're saying?
Yeah, like you got people like Yes Jules or like other couple people that are like really put it on to like be like, yo, like this is the place to be.
Because traditionally, I don't think Florida has been considered that cool.
No, I mean,
Or would you agree with that or disagree with that?
No, I agree with that completely. Florida didn't become cool until like the whole like Tumblr wave happened. Like Rob Banks kind of like set the tone for that.
So you don't give SGP credit? You credit like some of the people that came after him?
SGP gets credit, and I give Perp all the credit in the world for the sound.
Right.
The underground would not have the specific sound that the underground has if it was not for Blackland Radio 66.6.
Right.
We could call Perp whatever the fuck you want to call Perp, but like Perp did start
Buster,
this shit.
weirdo, possible rapist. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, he just
Stay on my DMs, Perp. He's in my DMs on some gay shit all the time, dude. Well, that's just real. You guys don't gotta agree with me. I don't want to start some Raider Clan beef.
No,
with you
it's
guys.
not even that. I got no problem with Perp. Honestly, like he cool peoples and shit like that. All the other people that I know that have pressure with them, I'm just like, I mean, you know, to each his own.
Right.
That's
Well,
how I look at
exactly.
it.
But were you listening to like Perp when his shit was coming out back in the day?
Hell yeah. I was probably like out of our whole clique, it was like four of us. Me, my homeboy Meshach, and my homeboy Jordan.
Okay.
And we would all be hanging out. I'd be like the only nigga bumping Rob Banks and like Space Ghost Perp.
He's
I put
actually
them
the
on.
one that put me on to like the whole underground shit because it was like, I mean, like up and before that, it was like my favorite artist was like Kanye. You know, like
Right.
I like rock and shit.
Right.
So it was like when he put me into the underground, I was just like, holy shit, this shit's tight.
Yeah.
And this shit, like, I had like a feeling that it was like in a couple years, these niggas that are doing this like Florida shit, like they're putting on for Florida, niggas from Memphis, niggas from Cali, niggas from like the middle of nowhere.
I feel like
they just have
the
this
people
internet wave, and it's like the underground literally like came up.
I'm gonna
Right.
be honest. I feel like Perp created everything, but the people that set the tone, the artists that set the tone,
Right.
definitely have to be Rob Banks, Sesh Hollow Water Boys, especially last year, like Sesh Hollow Water Boys set the fucking tone for underground artists. Like you had to be on your shit if you wanted to like do this shit come clean. And I don't even think like that was their intentional plan, but it was just like the moves that they made.
Right.
Like name an underground artist that you saw that was going on tour. I didn't even see like any other underground artist going on tour until the Lords of the Underground
And especially
tour.
doing it themselves.
Like we paid attention to that type of shit, and like us just being the consumer at that time just looked at it and said like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? Like we believe in our product, we believe in everything, so fuck it, let's just do it ourselves. And we've been doing this for about like a year straight.
Because I saw on Twitter that you were saying that Bones meant a shitload to you early on in your career.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Bones, honestly, bro, like
the actual music? Or?
Yeah, dude, like I felt like so relatable to Bones' music is because especially when he was doing like the whole like pimp shit. Because I was listening to a shitload of old like 94, 666 and like UGK, fucking Tommy Wright the Third, like all that shit. I love that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's crazy stuff. Like when I met those dudes a couple years ago, I don't think they ever thought that they would get to the point that they were playing a 2,400 person venue out here in LA.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'll be honest with you. I like ever since like Bones had those 2 tapes out. What were they?
I think it was which tape was it?
It's always interesting to hear what tapes
It's
people
the
got into
fucking,
first from him.
What's the shit that had Scarecrow on it? It had Scarecrow, some other shit that I liked too. But I forgot.
It was some shit 2 years ago that he
It was like his tape 2 years ago. It was like the tape before he started collaborating with X.
Oh, okay.
And like he got like really big off that shit. Like Young Lean was on that shit and everything
Right.
too.
Oh, the one with the Lean collab. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That tape was like the tape that really like made me be like, oh shit, I'm actually gonna look at this.
Yeah, and like
shit.
I knew that like it was just like he's very versatile.
Right.
And especially being
Hell
like
yeah.
an underground
Bones
artist,
versatile as
you
shit.
can kind of like, and especially now since like the whole like kind of like rock moshing and all that shit's going on.
Right.
Like his sound was like very unique at that.
I feel like
point.
Sesh Hollow Water Boys, like if we really want to give credit, Sesh Hollow Water Boys kind of like as far as the underground shit. I didn't see
They
like
really
mosh pits
gave that-
until
yeah.
like Sesh like started
really
that shit.
gave that
like they
underground
really
a big
gave like
push.
that fucking like that grunge feel to
Right.
underground music that made like other like kids of other races, like not just white people in the underground,
it's like
feel acceptable to be like, all right, yeah, I listen to Nirvana too.
the Backstreet Boys came out and they were doing a good job, and then NSYNC came out and they just took the Backstreet Boys fire. So it's like SGP came out with like this whole new style or whatever, but then all the dudes that were under him kind of ended up like taking the reins, like Rob, Sesh Hollow Water
Yeah.
Boys,
That definitely
Cindy.
happened.
even Buffet Boys too.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
you
Buffet
know,
Boys, and then Buffet Boys, they as far as Florida goes, they took that standard of like giving a live performance, like an actual show,
To the next
and
level.
like setting that bar. So now for like niggas like us, when we do shows now, we got to give you an actual show. It's
Right.
not like I could just sit here and just be like, all right, da da da.
is Pouya huge in Florida from your perspective?
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody knows about him out there,
Definitely.
especially in the underground.
Definitely.
Oh
That's good
yeah,
to hear.
Definitely.
He did like a free show out there, and we came through. You know, we were with them and shit, and it was like that bitch was sold the fuck out.
That was the one that nobody could get into on Twitter. Everybody was fucking losing their mind,
Bro,
right?
that
Yeah.
line was wrapped
I
around
think
the
so.
corner.
Was that
And it
one?
was like that shit. Like the sound was fucking up because like there was so much shit. It was so hot in that club, bro.
Right.
And it was like that's when like when I saw that because like I think they had already been in LA for a little minute, so that you know they had
Right.
set their like tone for the game.
It was
you
like
know
a
what I mean?
homecoming thing.
Yeah, they're
back
like they were
home.
already like you know they're on. You know what I mean? So it's like they were just like let's go back home and do a show.
Right.
And it's like they really like set the bar for that coming back show. Like if you don't go back home and sell that bitch out, like that's when you know like you
Yeah,
know,
like you're a bitch basically. If you can't,
Yeah.
if you're an underground artist and you can't sell at least like.
If you can't get love in your hometown,
If you can't not even get love, dude. If you can't do like at least like as an underground artist, setting your tone and like setting like your I'd say like your position in Florida and where you stand in the Florida movement. If you can't do a venue that's at least like 300 or more,
right?
then you're not doing anything.
What's the biggest show you guys ever played?
Like 1,200.
Really? Where was that?
CD3 last year.
Where's that in?
That
in
was
Florida.
that was in
In
Miami
Miami.
at the Void.
And then we
Okay.
also did Takeoff Landing, which was actually
we
like
did,
our managers. and shit, Dope Entertainment.
3 shows before Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Before him.
Yeah, we were like the third act before Travis
And how was
Scott.
that?
That was
It
pretty
dope.
straight.
That was like us. It was like on the main stage. It
That
was
was pretty
us,
straight. I ain't even
Denzel,
gonna lie. Like
Rob,
I didn't
and
expect,
Travis.
especially
Denzel,
Tampa.
we should have mentioned him too. He's a very influential.
Yeah,
yeah, that's my
Denzel
nigga.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that Tampa would show us that love because Tampa's like northern Florida and like the
Right.
light is on South Florida.
Tampa's real weird. It's
so on
cool.
South Florida,
I
you're
fuck
gonna
with
have
it.
a show, but like northern Florida, I didn't know at
But
all.
so you don't think that the hype from Miami and shit transcends?
No, it does
Orlando
because you
or
got
Tampa?
artists out of Tampa that are real. You got
Yeah.
people like Scumbag World, Sonny Fritz, like people that are actually like good at what they do, but they don't get
Exactly.
all the recognition. And the ruler that's from Tallahassee,
Right.
But like you know what I mean. And you don't like, but they don't get that recognition because they're not from the South.
And
you
we
know what I
had
mean?
that problem also coming up because it was like
Because we're an hour away from Miami. We were
from
like,
Palm
oh,
Beach.
they're not from here. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We're from buttfuck.
And they want to support the dudes that they see every day in
We
terms
had-
of the
yeah,
media
exactly.
or whatever.
Like, we had a conversation with Pouya about a year ago, and it was like, yo, you know, like, we fuck with your shit. They were telling us that.
Right.
And then, like, you know, we fuck with him. We were like, we're not from Miami. And, like, I could already peep, like, you know, like, it wasn't that they didn't fuck with us, because I know they did, because, like, you know, we're good friends now and shit. But it's like,
Yo,
it was,
word.
there's that gap
Pass me the lighter.
between Palm Beach, like, where we're from, and Miami. Because, you know, everybody in Miami, Denzel, everybody knows each other.
Right.
We were just coming up. We had, like, a buzz coming, and it was just like, oh, shit. You know, like, let's see where these niggas go. I kind of peeped that. They kind of just watched us for a little bit. And then, like, they saw that we, like, established where we're from.
Right.
And what the fuck is going on. Like, we can go to Miami and, like, you know, we just got off tour with Rob Banks a couple months ago. And, like, we sold Miami out with Rob.
Right.
You know, like, we established our point where it's like, you know, we know Rob. We know all the people that we grew up listening to. And it's like,
They don't want to
we
give you
really
that
show-
cosign until they trust you, right?
Wait, what?
They don't want to give you that like cosign of like letting their fans know that they're cool with you unless they actually think you're a cool person, basically,
Yeah,
right?
That's honestly the way that I felt about it, because it was like, you know, you can have conversations with the people, you know, you can go and meet them at a show, but it's like until you really see them and they're like, yo, come over,
Right,
or
if you
like
can
come
actually
through.
hang out, yeah.
How I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
about the underground scene though, as far as like when artists co-sign you, like let's just say, for an example, when Denzel co-signed us, people think that it was just like on some shit that like we knew Denzel, like we had no idea about Denzel. How we met Denzel, I'd opened up for Post Malone when Post Malone did a show in Miami.
Okay.
And he had heard about our name a lot just through Twitter or just through people telling him like, yo, do a song with Wi-Fi's Funeral.
Right.
So he was like, yo, who the fuck is Wi-Fi's Funeral? We found out that we had a show in Miami. Came to the show, literally just screamed in the crowd, who's Wi-Fi's Funeral?
Yeah.
Where's Wi-Fi's Funeral?
'Cause he ended up
and
just
then I turned
performing
around,
just
I got
to
the
do it.
fucking Wi-Fi towel on my face, so I'm like, you know what I mean?
I just
like,
realized
yeah.
that's what that is. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause,
here.
like, someone told me and I was just like, you bullshitting, bro.
And
Don't
then
come
like
and tell me Denzel
before
Curry's
we
trying to
even
talk to
talked
me.
about some music shit, it was just like just some getting to know each other shit. Now
Yeah.
that's just like that's our homeboy. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
every nigga that you see us do music with, it's not on some shit where it's like, yo, your music's hard. Let's do a song together. It's like there's like a genuine like
Yeah.
relationship there. Like
'Cause we
alright,
haven't
fuck
gone
with
and
me, I
made a
fuck
song with
you.
Denzel
You
yet,
believe in the shit that
because-
I have. I believe in the shit that you have, and
Yeah.
we create together.
Because such a huge percentage of people you meet are annoying and don't know how to act.
Yeah,
so it's like
exactly.
you wouldn't want to do a song with
I feel
somebody
like
unless it was for some money or something,
with
maybe.
us,
Unless
though,
you fuck with
I
them.
feel like we differ in the underground though, is because of the simple fact like we do all of our shit out of love.
Right.
And I'm gonna be completely honest when we say
Yeah.
that. Like we don't do our shit out of like, oh, let's get views or like, oh, let's steal like this guy's fans or anything like that. Like we really just worry about ourselves. We don't even have that many like big collaborations either. Like we built our name just genuinely off like if
Yeah.
somebody did not co-sign us, then it was just basically us off of doing what the fuck Wi-Fi's Funeral just does. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly.
And I'm kind of glad to say that.
When did you start to feel like you really identified like what Wi-Fi's funeral was, or
Last year.
when you started to really
I'd
put
say
it all
after
together?
I'd say after the Earl Sweatshirt cosign.
Okay, that was when you started to put it together, in your opinion.
No, that was like when like we found all the
was like,
missing
fuck.
pieces, all the missing pieces to the puzzle as far as the music aspect goes, and like what direction we need to go as far as sounds. Because with us, we don't worry about. I do the music part, so like I don't worry about being lyrical. I don't
Right.
worry about you as a consumer saying like, "Yo, Wi-Fi has bars," because anybody can fucking read a dictionary or have some sort of high intelligence or high IQ and spit some really intelligent like 4-syllable words or this, and then have you be like, "Oh shit, they snap." But can a person actually put a song together?
Right.
Vibrations. You know what I mean? When you listen to people like Pink Floyd, when you listen to people like Nirvana, fuck the lyrics. When you heard the vibrations of the sounds of the songs, you were just
Right.
like, "Oh shit, this shit sounds hard."
So that's
This is
what's important
gnarly.
to you, is
Yeah,
more so than the
vibrations,
lyrics.
sounds. Like I want people to jig to my music. I want people to have a good time. I don't want people.
To just have to sit there
Although
and be like,
the whole point of Wi-Fi's funeral is that like not only are we killing the internet, we also understand that the world is already like negative as it is. So why not just listen to something positive that's a total contradiction?
So positivity to you is like the main theme of
Yeah,
your music.
positivity just in a way where it's like it's not corny. We're not
Right.
doing it in a gay way where it's not like, hey man, listen, wake up smiling
Yeah,
in your day. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
right.
You're that guy today. Nah, it's just
Hard
like
ass
nah, bro.
emoji,
Like
yeah.
it's just like on some real shit, like some shit you can actually relate to. Like flex, bro. Like don't be a bitch. Like don't be humble. Like fuck that shit. Go get it.
yeah, go
Right.
get it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, What you gonna do? You gonna sit at home? You gonna smoke weed all day? You ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Like nigga, we been done that shit. We
Yeah,
been sold
that
drugs.
shit-
Been done some
That shit's
bullshit.
not
you
cool.
know what I mean?
That shit's stupid. Like I learned from like all my big homies, you know what I mean? And they were telling me not to do that shit because of the simple fact, like, oh, you know, you can do with this music shit. But me being stupid and me being like just money hungry in general, I just did shit that I really didn't even have to do.
How old are you guys?
I'm 18.
18.
Yeah, we just turned 18 last year.
So you guys definitely, I know that as 18-year-olds in a small town type area, you're surrounded by people that do nothing but sit around, smoke weed, and just chill all day, right?
And sell drugs. If you're not doing
Yeah.
anything, selling drugs.
yeah, you sound.
And we did both.
And, you
And
did
it was
both,
boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, selling
It was,
drugs is boring
yeah,
as
it's
fuck.
like,
Yeah,
you feel me?
Boring.
Like you wake up, you gonna stay up till like 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Like, and I got homies that do that shit every day. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like it's a regular thing out there, and it's just like, yeah, you trapping, you getting money, and like I got respect from my niggas that do that,
Right.
Because I know that that's some real shit. You know, you wake up every day, and it's like you getting this money, or you're not gonna get it.
Right.
You're not getting no job. You don't got no job, and if
Yeah.
you got a job, it's some side shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like those people I pay respect to, and I love them. You know, those are my brothers also. But it's like I fuck with them because that's like my home base. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And then like they also respect the music, and they think that shit's crazy. You know, like we're a year into this shit, a couple months in
Yeah,
total
man.
of
Like
like
last
work.
year, dude, I was like selling
this far.
Xans.
a year ago.
A year ago, I was like selling Xans at my mom's crib. Well,
Yeah.
not,
Where
not,
were
not,
you
not
getting-
even a year ago, like 2 years
Where
ago.
were you getting the Xans that you were selling?
I got them through an amputee. I'm gonna be honest.
An
Before,
amputee,
before I got it through like my plug, and I'm not gonna do like, you know what I mean, like no further talking on it. But like I got them from an amputee.
My plug is an amputee. Is
well,
a good
I mean,
song
before
name.
he died. Before he died.
Yo,
you
shout
feel
out
me?
to the motherfucking
He had like
Wow,
no
and
legs.
he's dead. R.I.P.
Yeah,
the Xan head
yeah,
amputee
man,
guy.
he had-
But wait,
he
so
had-
he wasn't taking the Xans? He just had them?
He just had them.
Wow.
Because he was
He was one of
prescribed to
those
them for
niggas
an
that didn't
anxiety
do
because
shit,
he
he
had
just-
literally no legs.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I wonder what his sex life was like. You ever think about that?
What?
Nah, man, he was one of like those redneck guys that like had like all like the freaking purple ribbon, all that shit. You feel me? Just like, yeah, man, I got these here Xans. Like,
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I didn't even know what the fuck Xanax were. I was like 14 when I got introduced.
So you were buying them off him and then just fucking
He was
shopping them
giving
around
them
town?
to me for free because he just simply just did not want them.
Really?
He
Yeah.
was just like, here, and it'd just be like little 50 packs.
That's a jug.
Yeah. What a dumbass.
Yeah,
You
that's
giving
when
away
we really
money.
started,
That's
like,
what I'm saying. He met me around that time because niggas
Yeah.
don't. When I explained it to people and I was telling them like this is exactly what I was doing, they would be like, "Nah, you're lying. It's
They
too
didn't
good to be
believe that
true."
you had the amputee plug.
Nah.
Wow.
They thought I was like
How'd you
fucking
meet
going
this
on
guy?
the black
That shit's
market
real.
or like doing this. I was like, nah, dude. Like, dude down the street is just like.
Or like copping like a 500 or like a 100 pack off.
Yeah, it was
somebody.
like
Nah.
a year ago when I started. Well, I stopped selling Xans like a year ago, but like my homies, I would still be around niggas and I'd still like do whatever with the shit. And like my homies were just copping like packs, like just packs at the time. And now we're not even doing that shit no more. We're really just doing like this music shit.
Are pills fucking huge in Florida?
Yes.
In terms of what the kids are into?
Very.
Really?
Very.
So it was very
You really
easy to
pop-
sell them?
You popping perks and Xans.
If you
Yeah,
popping
that's
perks,
all
if
anybody
you're not
talks about
popping
now.
perks and Xans, you doing some Molly or some
yeah,
shit.
it's crazy because it's like
Molly's are big.
Molly's are big
hey,
too.
that thing came
Opposite
back
of
'cause
Xans.
Molly was like those EDM like real
Now
white
like
people
niggas in
shit.
There's plenty of those
now
in
niggas
Florida,
in the
right?
hood like just be popping
It
Molly
came
and
back.
Just to
like,
hang out,
Not
yeah.
even that, either to hang out or stay up and trap.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's like low key. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like with the trap niggas and shit, it was like Molly and all that shit was cool.
Right.
Like even like my homeboys that were younger, like you know, like they did Molly like 13, 14, 12. They didn't give a fuck. They were up playing Xbox doing Molly.
Right.
And that's what they would do. They would stay up all night and like their older friends, they would stay up all night trap. You know,
Right.
run the roads, do whatever you gonna do. And it's just like like that shit was cool. And it was like nobody really did that, but like in like the general, regular school people type shit. But then it was like you get to high school and then like the music started changing. Like recently, last 2 years, I'm not gonna lie, like Xanax hit my city.
Right.
Like I'm not on no crazy
And
shit, on the bad shit.
I played a big influence on that, and I'm not
In
even,
terms of Xanax taking
yeah,
over the
like,
city,
and
that's
I'm not
tight.
even trying to say that to like glorify it. It was just on some shit. Like me and him noticed it was a problem. That's why like even when it comes to Xanax, bro, like when I talk about it now, I'm not even talking about it in a sense where it's like I'm still like doing the drug. I'm just talking about shit that I've done in my life. Like
Right.
everything that I rap about, as much as people say that they relate to it or like, yeah, I'm doing this, all of it is just a story. You feel
Right.
me? Because I'm not trying to promote that. Like I'm off that shit. You
But
feel me?
do you run into that trouble where, I mean, that's kind of the classic rapper dilemma where you're talking about the shit you used to do back in the day and you're not necessarily like divorcing yourself from it in the lyrics,
Yeah.
but you do also want, at some point people want to know, like, do you feel bad about that?
Yeah, I mean, like I do and then I don't because at the end of the day, like people are their own people. You know what I mean? Like you're a grown ass man. You as a consumer, when you listen to my music, you don't have to go do Xanax. If you choose
No.
to do Xanax, it's because you were
really probably already doing that shit.
You were either already doing it, you're around
shit.
people that doing it, or you just have the temptation to do it.
Right, but I'm a grown ass man, and I've definitely listened to songs that made me go do Xanax.
Okay,
I'm not
see,
gonna
and
lie.
that's-
Oh no, of course, but it's like you chose
that's-
you chose to do it. You feel me?
No.
Yeah.
And see,
Geeked up
that-
off them bars. That song hit me. Boom. I gotta go get some.
No,
you know?
exactly. No, I'm not.
And I don't even really do it like that, but I've been there. You know.
Hey, and that's like a big thing too, because it's like that plays a lot of influence on like the Xanax, like hitting people that are like on some regular shit. Like niggas that used to just smoke weed are like popping Xans and facing
Right.
a blunt now.
And you know what's crazy is like you hear the new Future mixtape.
Yeah.
One of the fucking choruses is "All my niggas pop Xans unemployed." I'm like, that doesn't sound cool at all. That sounds all.
Did you hear Zanny Family?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Zanny
Welcome
family.
to the
I was like,
Xanny
what? I don't want to be in the Xanax family.
That's a
he's
weird
always-
family. To
I
be.
ain't gonna lie, I'd be in the Percocet family though.
What are those better? I don't even know if I've done
Not
those.
even that. I just like perks.
Yeah.
I like
What's the
perks.
difference between Xans and perks?
I mean, perks are like they're painkillers.
Right.
Also relax.
But they're not anti-anxiety shit like
Nah, they're
Xanax?
not. They just make
Oh,
you feel
okay.
great.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. So you guys still use this stuff? I'm guessing.
I
Even though you
don't-
don't
hey,
sell
I mean,
it.
like,
I never did Xanax.
You don't fuck with pills at all.
I don't fuck with pills.
That's
I
good.
fuck-
Stay away
I
from
fuck
that
with
shit.
uppers
I
now
smoke
mainly.
weed. I
If it's
literally
not-
just smoke
I
weed
fuck-
and-
I
Me
fuck
too,
with-
mostly,
I
yeah.
fuck with
Yeah.
uppers now mainly. I mainly be fucking with like Molly.
Molly.
Yeah, but I only do like drugs when I'm in the studio. I use it as a working utensil.
Well, that's their excuse for now, but let's see how long that lasts. you ever done coke?
Yeah.
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 You like Molly a lot more than coke?
Yeah, I mean, I've done
That's
coke,
fair.
but I mean, like anybody from Florida is gonna do coke, especially any average like Hispanic person. Nigga, come on, you off the boat with it.
That's
like,
big in the like Hispanic community because like living in New York.
Yo, yeah, it's like a regular thing. Like you go to like Miami and like you be around those like Spanish areas and Spanish clubs and like people walk
Go to
out the bathroom
Hialeah.
and just woo.
Go to Hialeah.
Yeah.
Geeked up.
That's all you hear. Go to Hialeah. Either that, bro. I remember I did like a show. I did a show in Miami, and like this was like when we were touring off the song Surf, just around because it was like known like locally in Florida. So we did a show at the Hangar, and fucking like all I heard, bro, like I saw kids smoking weed, but it was like for a good like 10 minutes. All I heard was
So they're just doing little bumps.
bro,
while
like
they're
here to
doing
there,
it,
and
yeah.
I felt so bad. I was like, no, don't do this, not here,
At the show.
not at the show.
That venue at first was like really lenient. It was like in between managers. So like the first time
Bro,
we came
we
in
were
that venue.
performing on like a stage that was probably as big as this table, just like half of this table.
That's
Yeah,
tight.
but then their venue like really upgraded and like that's the
Tightest
shit
shit we
that
ever
Pouya and,
performed
like,
at
robbed
was like
so
at the
bad.
Nug Brand on a fucking half pipe. That shit was tight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Skate
actually
park
really,
shows, that's a thing.
Hell
It was
yeah.
cool. I fuck with shit like that. I like intimate shit,
Right.
but I also like big shit, but I don't like it on the like no like weirdo shit where it's just like we just come out and we're just like.
But have you ever done that? You ever play a show somewhere where nobody knew your music and you just felt like
Oh
a
yeah.
freak show?
What the
Hell yeah.
fuck?
When I opened up for Post Malone in Tampa, everybody was just staring at me
Oh,
like
man.
this.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
rough, huh?
I've been through that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like when niggas ask me like opinions on shows, I'd be like, bro, like you just
Yeah.
gotta go
It
out
was
there.
cool.
Like even
Our-
if them
our
niggas
first
don't
year.
even say anything to you, bro, you just
Yeah.
go out there and you just fucking murk that shit. You
Right.
feel me? Like
Fuck
as
it.
long as you know in your heart that you put 100% into that shit, fuck that shit. You
See,
feel me? Like
that's
you
the weird
good.
thing because a lot of times you'll go to a show and you'll be like, "Yeah, that dude killed it," but the truth is that like 500 people knew the words to that guy's song, so he really has no choice but to kill it because no matter what, everybody freaking out, it's going to be dope.
Yeah.
It's
Drake-
so hard
Drake
sometimes
could sit
for a-
down in a chair and
Exactly,
perform his
in a-
whole entire
yeah.
set, and bitches would be like, "God damn, I ain't never
He
seen
could
some
play
shit like that
he
in my
could literally
life."
sit on a stool, on an all black stool, and perform like "Know Yourself."
And
But
G
when
shit,
zero
everybody would
people
go-
know your
everybody
words,
go crazy.
that's tough.
Everybody do the 6 with my just going in.
all you see is his shoes, not even the Drake. It's just his shoe.
It's just the new
And
Jordan
they're just
collabs.
they're just like, "Oh my god."
Yo, what's the new Jordan collab he did? What was the
the
number?
OVO 11s?
The 11s, yeah.
You guys go to the OVO store out here yet?
I want to.
Yeah, I seen
Really
it the
bad.
other day. Drake has not been there yet though.
I want to go to the OVO store in Canada.
That's-
I
hey.
really want to get signed to OVO.
Yeah, G shit. That's like
Clean.
been,
I
like,
hope
his-
Drake signs me, man.
You guys really respect Drake that much?
Hell yeah.
Me
I've been
too. I
bumping
love him.
I've been
Yo,
bumping
that's the
Drake's
man.
music since like the 5th grade, man.
Right.
I low-key had a point where I was just like, "Damn, Drake, what the fuck's going on, man?" Like this.
He used to hate Drake, and then I put him on.
Because like I fuck with old Drake.
Right.
Like, you know, I was on that, Ransom. Like Drake was really snapping on some shit when he was first coming out. He was snapping, but then it was just like,
He got too soft for a while, in
I was
my
like,
opinion,
Drake,
as well.
man.
yeah.
I mean, but you gotta understand.
you
like,
drinking,
that's
you
his whole-
getting drunk and worrying about
that's his whole,
strippers.
but that's his whole demographic. His whole demographic
yeah.
was never to be a thug ass nigga. It was
Yeah,
to be always on some smooth like.
But you
player
look at the
shit.
last tape, the last
Yeah.
mixtape or whatever, it was almost all hard Drake, tough Drake,
But you
as they
know
say.
why? He has like the actual like
He got
support
shit
team
to
to
say.
do shit. Like
Yeah.
you feel me? He's got like them undercover niggas, like them Suge Knight ass niggas,
Right.
to do shit like that. You feel me?
But
To
so-
run up on a nigga, be like, "Oh yeah, Drake didn't sell coke. Yeah, nigga, he did. Shut up."
Hey, as a Drake fan though, how was it seeing him wipe the floor with Meek Mill?
fire.
That was amazing,
It was
right?
fire.
I loved it. It was
That
so
was
much
just
fun to
fire.
watch.
That
yeah.
was like, yo,
Nigga
Meek,
said
bro,
we
what
were
are you
bumping
doing?
this upstairs. You were sitting,
That
you were
was-
downstairs
yes.
sleeping. I was like, wow, those are fading words.
That really happened. He really bought the hotel room and fucking blasted the diss track all night while Nicki and fucking Meek are sitting there trying to sleep. That's the fucking funniest shit I ever heard.
Wow.
Oh, look.
He's
What a
legendary.
reckless
Drake,
reckless
He's
Canadian.
legendary. Yo, he puts on for light skinned niggas. He makes it like
does,
acceptable for niggas like us to be like, hey, fuck you.
But could
Eat
you
a
ever
dick,
see yourself
bitch.
getting on the thirst wave like Drake and like getting all buff and taking photos with your shirt off
Nah,
and shit?
no. I enjoy being a skinny nigga. The whole drug addict look is fire.
That's what you're going for?
Yeah, drug addict look fire.
So what's each of your roles in? Well, okay. I have this question first. Wi-Fi's funeral. Where the fuck did this name come from?
Okay,
Hating on the
reason
internet.
no. We really just want to be like the Black Plague to the internet. Like, you know what I mean? The whole like intention was not for you to like our music. It was really for you to hate us. The fact that people fuck with us is kind of like it's a mind fuck right now.
Right.
Because I didn't make music that I wanted people to enjoy. I wanted to make music that I enjoyed.
Right.
That's it. So I can bump it myself and be like, yo, I fuck with this shit. But the fact that people fuck with it, I enjoy it even more. So now it makes me look at it from like a third person's perspective as far as Wi-Fi's funerals go. But like how we started it, his best friend had committed suicide.
Oh.
And that's how me and
Yeah,
him became
it was
friends.
like-
Like
it
we
was like
met
a
because
good
like
friend.
ain't nobody was like being friends for him. And we were like fucking like 13 at the time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like no average 13-year-old's gonna know how to cater to another nigga's like
Yeah, that was, like,
death
the
and shit
first
like
death,
that. But
like,
I
the
was
first
like,
death.
I
who
never.
was this friend that
It
killed
was like,
himself?
all right, it was like
His
it was my
homeboy Sebastian.
It was my homeboy Sebastian. It was like, you know, like growing up in Royal Palm, it's like a very small like town. So it's
Right.
like you know the people that you with, and like I grew up playing soccer, so it was like, you know, those are my niggas, and it was like. He was like in between moving schools and shit, and he was always a year older than me. And like his younger brother, you know, we all went to school. Everybody went to school together. Everybody played soccer. If you played soccer, you were one of those niggas that you just, you know, you fuck with those niggas. So it was just like, I guess, I don't really know the story, but I know that like, cause like I don't know what happened with the police and shit.
Yeah,
But, like
it's
I don't
like
believe that shit. I don't believe that he committed suicide on some
Yeah.
real shit. I really don't believe that shit. Cause
It's really, like,
his
it's
brother
really
told me
flip-flop.
what he saw, and he was the only person to come in the house. Like the house was turned. You know, like I'm speaking on what I knew.
Do you think
and
it
what
could
I
have been
heard.
a murder or
Yeah,
what?
on some real shit, probably. But like, you know, I'll never know.
And how
like,
old were you at this time?
13.
Like 13, 14.
13.
Yeah.
Who sets up a 15-year-old to be murdered? This is some
Also-
next
hey,
level
that
shit.
Bro,
was-
like
it
Palm
was-
Beach is crazy.
Yeah,
Palm Beach
nobody
is
really
crazy.
knew
It's
what was
really,
really going on,
with
so it
Palm
was really
Beach, man.
weird.
It's like you got the hood and the suburbs infused. It's
Right.
not like, you know what I mean. It's not like split up like how you have in other states and shit like that. It's literally like, all right, the suburbs are right here, right behind it are the Section 8 houses.
Right.
Deal with it.
Yeah, rest in peace, my nigga Sebastian, and
So
rest
how,
in peace.
how did that affect
OG
you?
Mark
And
Law.
how did it affect the music that you came out with after that?
It was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, when we first started, I was actually rapping because it was a duo, and it was
Okay.
like we made one song and it was called Funeral Service, and that kind of like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like we did a video in a graveyard. It was some real like just different shit, and like I
Yeah.
had the first verse on that shit, but after that, like I lost myself in life. Kind of was weird, and it was like he was still doing music. So it was like, you know, shit was still going on.
Yeah, because by the
was
time
still,
I was
planning
like,
shows
by
and
the
shit.
time I was like 13, I knew like, yo, fuck this shit, dog.
Yeah.
Like I'm about to just do music.
Uh-huh.
Like I was in the 8th grade at the time, and then because like by junior year I dropped out. Yeah.
Yeah, because like we had like our first 3 years of high school was like in between like
Man,
the death
fuck
shit.
high school, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck high school.
That's
Fuck
real.
everything a fucking education system stands for. Our Wi-Fi's funeral and promoting that shit, bro. You can, as long as you know the everyday basics of everyday life and you know how to survive as an average human being and you know what the fuck how to make a steady income, you fine. Like you're perfectly fine. Because in high school they're not teaching you shit other than what the fuck you learned freshman year in a higher vocabulary.
Did you guys graduate?
Nah, I ain't graduate. I
No?
dropped out
You
junior
didn't
year.
either?
I did.
Me too.
I did finish high school.
Good work.
I finished late though, because I was really caught up in like some dumb shit. I really did not go to school. Like I literally like, you know, on my semester report cards I'd have like 40, 56 days missed.
Wow.
It's like I really didn't like me and my homeboys.
He was reckless. I was reckless with it, you feel me? But he was reckless with
Yeah,
it.
like
bro.
Skipping school.
What?
Yeah, my homeboys.
This man used
I
to
mean,
be out like
Skipping
every
school is
day.
a joke.
You know, you
Nah,
that's
like
your way out of
literally,
school.
I used
Listen,
to
you
just.
go to school
The
and
reason
you
why
leave.
why I didn't understand I even dropped out too. I literally tried. You feel me? To graduate high school, I'd attend school every day. I'd only skip like once a day. Like every Friday, I'd be like, all right, I ain't going to school. You know,
Yeah,
I've
he
been there
went
for
to
4
school.
days.
He just really didn't like fuck with it.
I literally
Yeah.
I would just be in class and just look at the teacher and be like, I'm not doing this.
Just sleep. Just
Yeah.
chill, yeah.
Yeah,
Sleeping
I-
in school was great.
Yeah, that's what I did for a little. It was like, all right, my freshman, sophomore year, it was straight.
Yo,
I
pass
did
me
okay.
that lighter.
And then fucking my junior year was when I was kind of like, yo, you know, fuck that. Like, I'm like, I don't really like this shit. I don't really know what I want to do. And like, we were in between like we were doing different shit. Like we were rapping solo. We were part of like a little group. You know, it was like we just listened to underground music. We were just chilling, smoking weed, doing.
We were
literally
just doing dumb shit just to get by, just to get money in our pocket. But just also we had like that initiative, motive, and just that dream. Like, all right, even though we're doing this right now, we don't want to do this for the rest of our lives. And then the Wi-Fi part for Wifisfuneral comes in because I just want it to be like known like globally, you know what I mean? Like I said, I just wanted to be a vibe. I want people to enjoy the music. So I want people out in like fucking like Africa, Germany, like Russia, like saying like, yo, I fuck with this shit.
Well, you know something, I don't know if you guys know about this, but in Europe and down in South America and stuff, it's not pronounced Wi-Fi, it's pronounced Wi-Fi.
That's fire.
So you guys are Wifi's funeral to a lot of people out there.
Funeral?
You guys probably have a ton of fans that pronounce it that way already.
Yo, honestly, I don't even give a fuck. They could call me Wifi, bro.
Wifi, doesn't it sound so much?
Shit when we go out there.
Wifi.
They need to call us Wifi.
They need to call us Wifi.
They will. They definitely pronounce it that way. Anywhere in England or whatever, France, like
papers?
they're definitely calling you that.
Anybody have papers?
So what, you guys are in the Backwoods program, I'm guessing? Is that what you smoke for the most part?
I smoke a lot of Backwoods. Yo,
Okay.
G shit.
I smoke grab leaf.
They watch shit like this.
1882s.
Yo,
I ain't even gonna lie. I be a scumbag
sponsorship.
sometimes, and I smoke some fucking
What is that?
Palma Dutches.
These
I
are what you
dead
guys
ass
roll up
smoke.
with?
Hey,
What are those?
these are like, all right, Soma.
He's a fucking like
He
weed
went out
enthusiast
to
guru.
he went to Amsterdam and like he met like a weed guru and like he gave him papers and shit.
And these are them?
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
it comes
amazing.
with this whole little kit where you got the papers and the fucking
Filter.
the crutches.
And he has a
Next
fucking
level.
huge beard.
It's legendary.
These are dope. I hate the tiny little fucking zigzags. My
No, you
chick
gotta
tried to get me to
roll
roll
big-
up with
you
those
gotta
the other
roll
day.
big
I'm
shit.
Yo,
like,
you
I
tell
don't
her
even know how to do
this
that.
much. You say,
Yeah.
sweetie,
you
let
go.
that be the first and last time you put some zigzags in my face.
Exactly. I was like, I don't even know. She was laughing at me like, you don't know how to roll this? I'm like, I smoke Backwoods. I'm in a fucking routine here. I don't want to fucking. If you drink Coke every day, you don't want a Pepsi once in a
Smoking
while.
tobacco with marijuana is probably the best thing ever.
Yeah. You like them together?
Oh yeah.
I would agree with that too.
Oh yeah.
You got to mix it up.
You got to. You got to
Yo,
get.
but
You gotta
G
get
shit, I
spicy.
need like,
it's like
a
a fucking
Backwoods
Taco Bell.
sponsorship.
Yeah.
I put so much fucking money in their lives, bro.
Same, dude. Insane amounts of money.
Yo,
and they're
that's-
never going to fuck with anyone.
No,
Well, I don't know. Maybe they will.
They're based out of Fort Lauderdale.
I feel like
It's
they
30
should.
minutes
I
away
feel like
from
they
us,
should send
45.
packs.
Yeah.
Like, yo, no jumper. Fucking here's like a fucking case of Backwoods.
Totally
Give
makes
the
sense to me.
rappers.
You know what the problem is that they got like Migos and Drake shouting them out now. So all of a sudden, if they were gonna fuck with somebody, they'd probably fuck with somebody a
No,
little higher on the food chain.
Grabaleaf is more ignorant, bro. They spent like all the money that they made and got like a chain.
A chain.
They really-
Not even all the money, but I know they spent like some money on it. and
They're
got,
Fort
like, a
Lauderdale
Grabaleaf.
too, right?
Yeah, bro. They're savage. I fuck with Grabaleaf.
Yeah, people from Fort Lauderdale are like.
I don't give a fuck. I feel like if you
spend.
spend all your money on dumb shit,
That's
you're
Florida.
legendary. Like if a nigga spent like fucking
You have
like
to.
$30,000 on lean, I'd be like, real nigga.
You flexing. Like,
Tyler Grosso was in here saying he was spending $300 a day on lean, but then he ended up in the hospital.
Hey, but I bet he went at the hospital, a real nigga.
Yeah, I bet that the employees
shout
are
out,
saying
day
that.
on some
shout
lean?
out Tyler Grosso.
is he?
Yeah.
He only sipping lean. $300 a day on some lean.
That's what he said on
He
this.
ain't
one
even
time.
He looked like he a little white boy, like OG Savage with the lean.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Like he's just like, nah, man, it's definitely not the deuce. It's like the 1.4.
Well, he was chilling with Yams for so long that I feel
Yeah.
like
Hell yeah,
probably
he
he
had to
got
get
put
real.
on in the
He had to
right
get real.
environment. Yeah.
He had to get real.
Hey, how are the
especially-
cops down in Florida for you guys?
Horrible,
Yo, fuck
racist.
They're oppressive.
Racist, fuck the
They're
cops.
awful, right?
Fuck 12.
Cops.
Fuck fucking Palm Beach County.
Yo,
And fuck every fucking county. All them shits. I'm too high.
I missed out on some tour shit because of that shit. So
What,
fuck
they
the
got you? You've ever been arrested?
Nah, it was like it wasn't like arrest. It was like some dumb shit where it was like I was on the
This
beach.
was
and,
before like the Florida weed law was like if you get caught with like over an
get a
ounce,
$100 fine.
you get a $100 fine. This is before that. So
just got
before
that
they
in our
legalized
area.
that
So
law.
that's what it is now. If you get caught with over an ounce or
No,
under an
it's
ounce,
like it's 20 grams. Or if you get under 20 grams,
it's $100 fine.
$100 fine.
Yeah, it's chill as fuck.
Yeah.
Man, Florida don't sound that bad anymore then because I mean,
but it's just like they.
No, it's like
an
the inner.
option.
It's like the inner parts
It's
of
an
it are
option.
really bad.
If you're not honest with them, bro, they'll honestly be like, if they search your shit and they find.
And you
it,
know,
they'll be like,
anybody,
"Fuck
nobody
you."
gonna be honest with the cops. I ain't got shit. Move it.
yeah,
Let me go.
I'm not gonna lie, I got fucked. I had like a roach. Like I was on the beach.
yeah.
With my girl and shit. And, like he turned around. He was like I turned around and he was just like, "Yo, give me like the roach." And I was just like, "What the fuck?" And I had like shake in the car.
Right.
And he searched the car. Like he was like, "Yo, take me to your car. Like I know you have a car. Like I've seen your shit."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
And like he found a G pen, and I was just like, "Nah, bro, fuck. You know that's a felony."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Nah, just fucking threw it." And then he was just like, "Damn, like."
Well, at least that's cool that he didn't fucking arrest you. Cause
Yeah, he gave me a written arrest. It was some
5
dumb
years
shit.
ago, you probably would have got arrested in Florida
that
for
shit's
that
off
shit.
my
You'd be in
record
jail
now.
right now, yeah.
Yeah, fuck him though.
But the cops in general, they just seem so fucking bored down in Florida.
No, G shit, they don't do.
They
all right,
are.
in like my small town, we're like in the middle, right in the middle of our fucking town. We have like a police station, and everybody lives around it. So it's like, yo, like cops are fucking there. You pull out. All right, I'm leaving my homeboy's house. I see like 7 cops.
Yeah.
And I live like 2 minutes down the street.
The LA cops are pretty chill, honestly, from my experience.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they have so much real shit going on that they pretty much leave you alone
That's-
unless you're doing something real fucked up.
See, that's the thing
you know?
about our town. There's not like crazy,
Right.
real, like niggas getting like, well, people do get murked, you know, shit happens
Right.
every day.
Every day.
But
it's
what are
not-
the cops going to do to prevent that?
No, and
you
there's
know?
so much more cops.
Yeah.
Like there's so much more cops than are necessary.
Yeah, and then they have nothing to do, so they got to pick on something. Otherwise, it's a waste
Don't
of
turn
money
on
to
your
have
signal.
them around.
Don't turn your signal on when you turn in lanes.
Yeah.
You don't pull your bitch ass over.
That's what I hate about Florida, dude. The cops are just so bored and just so annoying.
Hey, let me get a lighter.
Gee, there's a letter right in front of you, dumbass nigga.
That shit was ducked off.
How many times you guys been to LA?
It's my 6th time being in LA.
6th time. All right. What do you think of it?
Fuck with it. I just don't like the people out here.
Why?
I feel like the people are too stuck up,
Too stuck up. I can
Some
see
places,
that, yeah.
especially down Hollywood
In the rap scene or just like in general?
in general.
Really?
In the rap scene also.
What? How so?
I just
They
I don't
just
know.
look at you.
Like
Yeah.
you know, I'm
They
in
can
LA.
tell you're not from California,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially from us. Like how
But
our
nobody's
hair is.
from here. Everybody moves here. It's
Yeah,
fucking, I'm not from here.
But I feel like sometimes when people move here, like they'll just be like, you know, I'm in LA now. You know,
I'm the shit. Yeah. Oh, everybody. It's so
sometimes
funny.
I can't really fuck with you unless you're really out here. You know,
Everybody really thinks there's something out here. Anytime you do an event or whatever, they're just begging for the fucking guest list. It's insane.
Yeah, like we got some shit tomorrow with Polari and
Oh, okay.
Uno.
Yeah. Where's that
Tonight,
show?
actually, my
Today's
bad.
today.
Wait, that's tonight?
Holy shit! What time is that at? Okay, well we have some shit with them tonight. That's cool.
You guys get nervous before your shows?
Kinda depends on how many people are there.
Really?
If it's like
Yeah, I
over
be
500,
chilling.
yeah.
I DJ that shit now, and I really fuck with like turning shit up. So like I kind of get excited now. It's like
So
fun.
you are all about the art of being a DJ and like actually getting the crowd hyped, because there's a big difference between playing records and jumping up and down.
I do
getting
love
everybody
that
going.
because
Yeah.
like when I'm on the shit, when I'm on my DJ shit, like I do like turning it up, and like
Right.
I haven't been DJing shows for very long either because before that, basically what I did for us last year was like I set up the shows that got us to the point where we were like known for shows in Florida. That shit was cool. Like I got us on our first big show, Rolling Loud, and that was like Travis Scott, Chris Travis, fucking not even just like Xavier Wolf, Rob Banks, Denzel, fucking Pouya, Schoolboy Q, Juicy J. It was like a huge festival, and then basically from there, like I got us that, and then I got us a couple other shows, and like then we started getting paid.
Right.
Very shortly, like we made moves very like that were like very unique, and like I made sure that those shows weren't just shows that like we were paying money to go perform at.
So that's a big thing that you have
Yeah.
to pay to get on the lower
Now,
parts
honestly,
of bills. A lot of
we
people.
had a homeboy give us $200, and he paid for a show in Orlando with the company that we actually work with now, Dope Entertainment. Those are like our those are the homies out there. They like, in my opinion, they run shit.
Right.
They run shit in Florida. They run the shows, they run the tours, they know what's going on.
Who
Like,
else do they manage? Artists in general, though.
They just
They manage us.
They
and
manage
a producer
us.
named Henry Dar that just got a placement on G-Eazy's album.
Okay.
Yeah, and he just has a track with Currency. But like they're known for their shows. Like they tour everybody, like Schoolboy, like anybody that really like comes out there, like Earl. We got on that show with Earl, and it was just like it was some genuine shit. Like it wasn't like we don't ever do that. Like our managers are like, yo, you have to fuck with these people.
Right.
Like I don't like that shit at all. Like I probably won't talk to them. That's some weird shit, But if it's like on some shit where it's like we're sitting in a room with Post Malone or we're sitting in a room with Earl, and they're just so happen to be like, oh, what's up? We get in a conversation and it's genuine. Then that's when I feel like
So you guys met Earl and then he shouted you out on Twitter, or how did that go?
yeah.
Yeah, we met him. We opened up for him in Tampa, Orlando, and Miami.
And he was just feeling it.
Yeah, his DJ at the time, Black, was really fucking with us. Not his DJ, Remy Banks' DJ. He was bumping Surf on the tour bus. And then, so that's how he knew of us.
Right.
He didn't know what we looked like, you feel me? He was just hearing the song on the bus, and then he saw us. He was like, oh, yeah, Wifisfuneral. And we were like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that shit was pretty cool.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect the cosign, though. That kind of caught us, off
that
rip.
was on some shit where
That
it
was
was
just, like, some shit that I woke up one day.
I didn't
just
even know what
scrolling
happened.
on
I
Twitter,
checked- I
and then
checked my
I
phone.
just see that I get a
Someone told
mention,
me.
and then it says Earl Sweatshirt says that shit. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh shit.
That was very exciting
And
for your
I
fan
called
base.
him and I was just like, yo.
Hell yeah, my fans.
They went
fucking
crazy when they saw
flipped.
that.
They
Yeah.
flip shit.
That was really cool. And it's like, so it's like any cosign is not going to be some shit where it's like, please fuck with us, or like,
Right.
like, yes, Jules, fuck with us. She's very cool. Like, she runs Miami too, and that's a big thing.
How so?
Honestly, that internet shit is the big thing now.
Right.
And like the Snapchat is like the wave.
I just
DJ
see that
Khaled.
she's huge on Snapchat. I don't really know that
so-
much else.
And then like she has like she's dropping all these exclusive tracks. So like she's really doing it out there, and like it's cool that like she's worked with our managers. So like she already heard the song Surf and shit, and they fuck. That was basically the thing that helped us, like, a lot of people fuck with us.
You notice your man's is like asleep right here?
I'm low-key high as shit right now.
Look at your eyes.
Noticed. Hashtag
I'm high as
noticed.
fuck right now. I feel like I'm young Weege right now.
He might be taking even Weege didn't fall asleep. Oh, he might actually. He kind of looked like he's falling asleep.
Shout out young Weege.
You fucks with him?
I fuck with all them boys.
That would be cool.
I
if
mean,
you
like,
guys did a
not
song
on a
together.
personal tip. I don't talk to them, but you know what I mean? What they do, fuck with it.
Yeah.
I don't got a problem with anybody. We don't really beef with anybody. You know what I mean?
Have you-
We don't really
Have you
worry
had
about
beefs?
nobody but
any
ourselves.
nigga that says fuck Wi-Fi's funeral,
It's probably
it's
'cause
on
he
some
was-
hating shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's said that? Anybody important?
Nobody important.
No, nothing good.
People, I mean, you don't know them. Their conversations, like their name's not brought up in this conversation.
Yeah,
So
you can't give him the shine.
you gotta just.
Actually, you know, I low-key feel like some niggas don't like us.
Yeah.
But
That
it's
are
so
just like,
fire. I love it.
But,
Yeah.
but
I
you
love
don't
the
hear about
negativity.
it?
No, and
We hear about it through the grapevine.
yeah.
Heard it.
It's
through
just
the
like it's
grapevine.
just like, you know, like, we don't really worry about nobody else. So it's like when niggas hate on us, like, I just be at my crib and I just be like, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
ain't do shit.
Like I'll
And
go
it's
to the
just like,
studio, and that same studio will be talking shit about me. Oh, Wi-Fi thinks he's this, he thinks he's that, and I don't even say shit about my career. I just go there, do my job, leave. I just don't talk to nobody. I don't really like talking to nobody. If I don't know you, I don't want to talk to you.
Somebody told me that recently. They were like, "Yeah, I was hanging out with these dudes, and they were just all sitting around talking shit about you for like a half hour." And I was just like, you know, it's weird as fuck when you find out that there really are people who are putting like a big chunk of time into you. Even though like me and my friends we talk shit about people all the time. But
Yeah,
like,
I mean everybody talks shit,
Yo,
but it's
hey,
like
shouldn't be
I'm never-
surprised,
I'm
you know?
never, I'm never.
I know that they know
if
me.
I'm
I know they don't
if
like
I'm
me,
talking-
but it was
if I'm
still so
talking
weird to
shit,
know
bro,
that,
If
you
I'm
know?
talking shit, it's really on some real life shit. Like I know you like this nigga. I'll be like, yo, this is a lazy ass son of a bitch, bro. Like
Yeah,
I'll be in the car being like, bro,
And this
fuck
nigga's
you.
a
You're
bitch ass
fucking lazy.
nigga, you
like
know what I
fuck
mean?
you. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey man, that nigga. G shit.
Yo, I heard that
Fuck his
nigga was-
career, bro. I don't
Yeah.
even know why he's placed on this bill like higher than us, bro. Like I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Like y'all niggas not making me money. I'm making myself money.
Don't you think like
We're
I see
making
people
money.
that like my friend group or like my group chat or whatever? We'll just have someone sometimes that we always are just looking at them and being
Oh,
like,
we'll just
"Yo, this
joke the shit out
motherfucker
of
is so retarded,"
What? Okay.
and we'll be
Yeah, we got
screenshotting
group
every
chats, too.
tweet,
Yeah,
sending
we
it back and
joking
forth
some
like this
niggas
fool
in.
is so stupid.
We
yo.
be getting on some people.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
shout
yeah.
out my nigga Dre.
But isn't it weird to imagine that like you could be that person to somebody else?
I think
which
that's
apparently,
fire.
yeah,
I think that's
I-
fire though. I feel like if
honestly,
people
I
look
know
at me
this.
like I'm retarded, I'll be like yes.
Yeah.
Because I like the fact that I know that I'm not retarded.
Because
and I
they
know
could be like
exactly
the
what fuck I'm
lamest
talking
people
about.
who probably talk about you and don't understand anything
Yeah.
that you're doing.
I know niggas from our
But
city
that's
be like,
humans in
"Fuck them
general. I
niggas."
feel like that's what's great about this world. Like you could be doing some shit like this BMX shit.
Yeah.
I have nothing related to do. I've never done this shit in my life. I've probably seen like 3 videos in my whole life, but I respect what y'all niggas doing. I got no reason to talk shit about it. You feel me?
There's some dope
A nigga
Florida
could look at
BMXers
me and
from
be
the
like,
years.
yo, I
Yeah.
hate your music, but I
Niggas be
respect
going
your
to the
grind.
park
I
and ripping
respect
shit
that
out
all
there.
day. I tell people all the time, you do not have to like my music. As an artist, yeah, you want to get fans and this, and that. But my nigga, if you don't like my music, yo, there's like 50 million different artists on SoundCloud.
Right.
Go click another link.
Yeah.
Yeah, G shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You can't expect everybody to like you. By putting yourself out there, you're really just submitting yourself to the whims of the public, like trying to make them like you. But if they don't, that's just part of the process as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who do you guys fuck with, like musically, like that you guys are actually sitting around listening to?
Drake, Young Thug, Rob,
You looking
Uzi.
Boozy?
Uzi.
Boosie, Webby,
Okay.
yeah,
Boosie and Webby,
Soulja
too.
Slim,
Right.
like I said, 666, UGK. Who else do I fuck with heavy?
I fuck with Vince Staples.
Vince
Me too.
Staples is hard.
Like really hard.
Northside Long Beach. 20 minutes from here.
Lately, I've been fucking with this nigga. What's his name? What's his music? Fuck. Hold on. Let me pull up my phone.
Lil
Stitches?
Nah, hell nah.
No,
Fuck.
Stitches can't. You're not a
Fuck
fan?
that shit.
Where's he from?
I don't know.
But he's from Florida, right?
Heard he from Hialeah.
Who?
Stitches.
Oh, Stitches. Oh yeah, I don't fuck with Stitches.
You don't fuck with him?
No.
He's so real, though.
I feel like
No.
honestly, I follow him on Instagram. I think,
Right.
and like that shit's kind of like entertaining.
Right.
But like, other than that, I really
I
kind of like.
also fuck with Key. Key's like my favorite.
He's dope as fuck.
Yo, no
that
money,
Key and
who
Bobby
this?
rap
Hey,
song.
No money, no bitch. Hey, yo, that's that shit. That's that shit.
Say no mo.
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta the Bobby Rap's Key song is crazy as
That
fuck.
shit's crazy.
Bobby Rap's Key.
They did a song to you. You want to hear
Yeah,
it?
bro. It's
Oh
on
my
Martin
God.
Luther King.
Is it?
Martin Luther King.
We gotta get Bobby
Martin
Rap's and Key
Luther
in
King.
here.
Yo, I really fuck with Bobby Raps. I fuck with that whole fucking.
I fuck with their DJ Tip with 10 Eyes.
Uh huh.
Yeah, he's cool people. Standards DJ is really cool.
Check this out.
Yeah, the standard. That shit was dope. When they
Yeah,
dropped
that Standard
that
album was crazy.
that shit was so dope. I was fucking with that shit heavy. Hey, do we have any papers? I want to roll some shit up over. What? Oh, where are those papers?
I'm just gonna let you hear the chorus real quick.
They were over there.
Hey, that shit hard.
change.
He's just
Cause I got changed.
bro. The fact when he admitted that he was like a songwriter, I was like, oh, this is fire. Like, no wonder why you're so good at making music.
Who, Key?
Yeah, he's a songwriter.
I don't know that much about him besides just like a few songs,
That's
but
what
I'm
I
trying
heard.
to learn more.
Yeah, somebody told me he was a songwriter, or I read something somewhere that he was a songwriter.
I know in the
Some shit
song
like
he
that.
says it's Fat Man Key. I wrote the game.
No, not that shit. Not that shit.
Hey, but I'm just saying, like that's what I heard. I heard he writes music
Shut
for
your
some
filthy
people.
mouth.
I hate when I like a rapper, but I don't know what they look like because I was at the bar one time and Shane Gonzalez from Midnight, he just grabs me and goes, yo, is that Fat Man Key over there? I'm like, man, I don't know. I never seen him before. And I felt like a fucking idiot. I'm like, I hate being the idea that I'm around rappers and that they might know who I am
Fuck that
and that
idiot.
I don't know what they look like. That bothers me extremely. Are you guys excited for this Kanye album that's supposed to be dropping the next couple days?
Yeah.
Because
Hell
he's
yeah.
changed the
Hey.
album so many times. I
Yeah.
tweeted
Alright,
Kanye. I
That
was
has
like,
me excited.
Really?
I fucking
Realistically-
tweeted Kanye. I was like, if you change the fucking title of the album again, you have to run this this friendly fade.
Yo, on some real shit though, I'm like a really, really big Kanye fan. Like I really,
Me
like,
too.
you know,
Forever.
His shit's been like, I don't care what nobody says about Kanye's like personal shit. He's a real artist. So like, anytime he's like willing to go and drop music, especially like an album, like I'm like,
You
fuck,
gotta
this
pay
shit
attention.
has to
It's
be
a
fire.
statement. Would you rather date Amber Rose or Kim K?
Kim K all day.
Yeah.
That Kardashian money, where it at?
Kim
Okay.
K.
Yeah, that Kardashian,
money
That
don't play.
Kardashian money gonna have you sitting right.
What about just physically?
Hey, tell Kendall
Physical?
straight up if she don't want to fuck with Tiger, is a real life.
You can't have no bald head, bitch.
Nah, bro, I can't have no bald. I mean, I have a bald head bitch, but like when she give me head, like you feel me, I'll just rub on her scalp.
You think that would be fucking really weird to be getting domed off by Amber
Just
Rose
rub
and you're
on her
looking
scalp
down and
just be
she's
like,
got
yes.
that fucking
My love, thank you.
bright blonde. What is she dyes her
Yo,
hair
listen,
blonde
like,
and then
if
she
I
shaves
imagine
it?
like Amber Rose giving me head, I'd want to like smack the shit out of her head, like bitch, do this better.
Do this better. Oh man, hey, there's Tony the cat running around.
He's
here.
real.
That's a fire
Famous fat white cat. Yeah. Is there anything else we should talk about before we wrap this up?
We can. Yeah, there's a lot we can talk about.
What else we got to hit on in the final? We're on 45. We're on 46 minutes right now. We're gonna try to get to an
What
hour.
else you want to
How's
talk about?
that?
What else you want to talk about?
Oh, the shit that we got, like what's coming up next?
Okay, what's
That's-
coming up next?
Shit.
I got this song with a person that I can't mention just yet.
So is it a big name in the underground or above ground?
It's fire. It's really, really fire.
I'm really
fire.
taking the next step.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck
Cali.
that. Like that underground shit is fucking
Yeah.
cool. But like, yo, I'm trying to get some real nigga money. Like I'm trying to get some real like shit going. I'm trying to get really into this.
Not
like,
even that.
music
Not even that.
industry.
Just sound wise. We're just trying to like just grow with it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we getting
Like,
older.
next step.
Type shit. So it's like we
You
not
can't
gonna
get trapped.
rap about the
I
same
don't wanna
shit
be
that we
trapped.
did when we were 16. You know what I mean?
So you're telling me you have a collaboration coming with somebody who's outside the underground?
yeah.
Florida?
No.
No.
Interesting.
It's like the randomest state ever.
Very weird.
Yeah,
Most
it's pretty
randomest state. So we're gonna rule
It's
out
like on the East Coast though.
East Coast, but we're gonna rule out like New York, Atlanta, etc. I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to guess, but that sounds exciting.
Honestly, we might it might be coming soon. Like really, really fucking soon.
Well, you're waiting on a verse from somebody.
Shout out Pennsylvania.
Shut up, Pennsylvania. Wiz Khalifa.
That'd be cool. Yo, honestly, I really want Wiz to fuck with us.
Yeah?
That would be awesome.
That'd be
I'm
cool.
a really big stoner. And,
Yeah.
like, I really fuck with Wiz. Like, I fuck with Burner. I fuck with everything that
Okay.
Wiz does. I'm a big Currency fan, too. So, like, shout out to all that shit.
Okay.
TGOD, all that gang
And
shit.
then,
Shout out to Burner.
And then I got my album that I'm working on right now, 27 Club.
Okay.
Yeah, that's dope.
So hopefully that comes together.
So are
good.
you guys planning on like releasing music like under your own names ever, or are you gonna stick with the
Probably like
Wifisfuneral name?
in the future, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Probably like when I'm like fucking like 25.
Yeah, because I do eventually want to make
like when
music
they,
again,
bro,
but,
like
when
honestly,
I'm-
man, like
I
when
feel
this
like it.
Wi-Fi funeral shit is like all said and done, you know what I mean? That's when me and him will go our separate ways. But
Yeah.
right now, man, like we got it together. This is like my brother, so I'm gonna just like really like all this right now with the success that we have. I don't really think me and him. It's not even that much success, but with what's happening right now, me and him don't even look at it as like, all right, man, like you
Like,
know what I
it's
mean?
fucking-
Like this is like a forever thing, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we're gonna be with each other forever. Like, we're grown ass men at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna want to do some shit that I don't want to do. All this is right now is
Exactly.
just one big ass like experience.
Yeah.
One big
Because
ass like
once
this
we
is
blow
just like
up
a
with
dream
this
come
shit,
true.
we
Like
wanna
we've
go
always
and
wanted
do
to
our
do this
things.
shit.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? When we're at a level when we've reached the top of the top and we see what the fuck that has to offer. You know what I mean? And if we want to keep it rocking, we'll keep it rocking. But if
Right.
he's like, yo, listen, like we've done all this shit, you know what I mean? Like, I like it, but I want to do some other shit. I'm gonna respect him and be like, all right, I'm not just gonna do this under Wifisfuneral as myself. Although I have it tatted on me and this, and that.
Yeah, that's our
all
brand,
this,
you feel
like,
me?
this
We got that
is a
shit
brotherhood.
tatted on
You know what I mean? Like, this is my brother. It's not no
Yeah.
average person I'm just doing like business with. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I ever did music by myself, it'd really just have to be at a time where like we both agree, like, all right, bro, like you gonna do your own shit, I'm gonna do my own shit.
Let's do it.
You support me, I support you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We still gonna fuck with each other.
I would say stick with the brand name, you know, for the
Yeah.
time being, though. The Wifisfuneral.
Oh
It's
no,
a
for
catchy
now,
name. People know about it. You
for
know,
now,
yeah,
for a
yeah.
minute, for a
Oh,
while, for a
yeah.
long time. I'm talking like years.
Yeah.
Like this has to be like years along the line. Like we've done everything. Like you know how Outkast was. You know what I mean? When they were a group, they literally did everything
Yeah,
that you
exactly.
could suspect a hip hop crew to do.
Right.
So with
before
us,
they finally did solo stuff, yeah.
but when
the
then-
power of a group in hip hop is kind of underrated because there's not that many groups anymore.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that they never last.
Yeah.
And if they're a group,
'Cause
they're
it's so hard for people to
they're
get along
collective.
in the long term.
Like you know what I mean? Like even with like Sesh Hollow Water Boys, you can't even consider them a group.
Right, because it's like they
But
don't.
people want to so
they don't
bad.
make that much music together. They're more of a collective, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
because they
But
tour
people
together
want
and
to
stuff
so
like that.
bad.
yeah.
People want to so bad. You
Right.
know what I mean?
They like
and I
the
feel like
idea of
that's
it.
what drives a lot of this shit too. It's really cool. It's like 3 different people kind of with like common ground.
Yeah.
And then it's like fucking shit up.
Right.
So I just think that's cool.
And it was cool too the way Sexual War Boys was formed because it was sort of formed in the wake of like the whole Raider clan falling apart and all this stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
was
it was
perfect.
just sort of like the
It was
energy of
perfect.
everybody
It was-
coming
it was
together.
It was
so-
like-
it was so perfect. The way
It
how
was
they
like
did it was so
everybody had a
perfect.
chance.
Yeah.
And
I
it
did
was
when I
like-
saw that shit. I was like, yeah, them boys snap.
Yeah, it was honestly like everybody has a chance to go and do something now.
Right.
What the fuck are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go and branch off your next thing? Like it was like Denzel was like Trayvon Martin shit going on.
Right.
All this other shit in Miami. I'm staying in Miami. That's my hometown. Chris and
Wolf
Ex-
or
and
something.
Wolf.
Memphis, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, let's fucking do this fucking Sesh Hollow Waterboy shit in
Give me
fucking
the fucking
LA. And then it was basically like everybody else was just like a lot of people fell off.
Right.
And then, like
Hell
Simi stayed
From
in my,
that scene, but then
Yeah.
they kind of sort of all came together.
Simi came up.
Yeah.
Then, from friends of like Pouya and all them, they all came up also. And then it was like people like slipped through the cracks and went their different ways.
Right.
People really came up, and it was like people with like the wavier sound, like maybe sometimes, like young Lean and shit like that.
Right.
They went into like a next level. Like you saw people jump, and it was
Right.
just cool. And it was just like we were just like, fuck it, like let's do some shit.
Hey, what's up with your man's Xxxtentacion? How am I
Oh,
supposed to
shit.
say this? Is that how you say it?
I have no idea how you say his name.
I call him X.
Nobody knows.
X
Even you
and
guys don't
Slump.
know.
I just call him X.
X
But-
and Slump. The other one's Slump.
X.
Have you heard him say it?
No,
Oh, okay.
never.
No?
Because he was supposed to be here
We
today.
either call him X or like.
Is this someone you know in real life?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's my nigga.
Yeah.
I fuck with him.
How come he couldn't be here?
He
Something about his,
couldn't-
like-
he couldn't get his flights booked in
Yeah.
time because he
Okay.
was in Orlando working on his album.
Right.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Other
What-
than that, like if we would have all like just booked our flights because we all did this shit last minute. So
Right.
you know what I mean. We didn't even think we were gonna make it come clean.
What is your relationship with him like?
Music.
Just music?
We have
based?
a remix that
No,
we dropped.
not even music. I mean, as far as they go,
Right.
music. Me and him, I've hung out with him like way more.
Uh-huh.
Me and him, we cool peoples. You know what I mean? Like we relate on a lot of shit. That's my nigga right now. That's a person that along the line, years from now, I can already see that that's gonna be like one of my right hand mans. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
like I just relate to him a lot, and he relates to me. You know what I mean? But other than that, like.
And you can see it in the
Yeah,
sound.
we
It's
just
cool.
we just cooling it, you know what I mean? Like I support him and like Curry and all the ULT and all the C9, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And they support Wifisfuneral. We just be cooling it, bro. I mean, really, bro. Like when we be kicking it with rappers, man. Like I don't even do features. I really just be kicking it with them. Just be like, all right, you my homie, or like.
Because you can make the whole vibe kind
Yeah.
of awkward as soon as you just like ask somebody that you're cool with, like, yo, do a song with me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's business too. At the end of the day, like they only have so many verses that they're going to give out to so many
Because
people.
yeah, we've been in the
Especially
studio with
for free.
Denzel and all that, but like we've just never like we worked on a song at first, and then it was just like we were kind of like when it's feeling right again.
Yeah.
And we were just like, yeah, we honestly like we were fucking all high and eating pizza, and we were just like, all right, let's do this shit whenever everybody comes
Pizza can
back.
definitely help you bond with people. It's
Yeah.
true, right?
The pizza
I
out
really
here
want to get some
sucks.
big shit going though. Like I don't know
Pizza
why,
wise,
like,
or
I want people to
like
like
a really big pizza?
what?
You want to get like a really big pizza?
I think pizza in LA sucks.
Really? Well, you got to go to Joe's down the street. It's pretty
good?
good. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Wait, what were you saying? You want to get some big shit
But
going? I tried to make
I
a
want to
pizza
get some
joke.
big. I want to get some big shit going, but I feel like some big shit can like I hate how it's like right now in the game everybody's like who has a bigger dick, like like who's doing more shit than the other person who's doing this. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like I really wanted to see some cool shit because like there was almost a tour that was like Denzel, Rob, us, Pouya. It was like a fucking some crazy shit that was like working.
Some shit was gonna happen.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was just like it just kind of fell through because everyone went their own ways, and like I really feel like that's some shit like that should happen.
Yeah.
Because like, not saying Sesh Hollow Water Boys, because like even fucking throw them on that shit, throw everybody on that shit, because like
honestly, nah,
we could
fuck
fucking
that
do
shit.
some huge shit.
No disrespect to that shit. I'm kind of glad shit like that didn't happen because it really just like set the bar for everybody. You know what I mean? Like everybody's doing their own shit now. What I want for Wifisfuneral, I want us to do like some next level shit. You know what I mean? I don't want you to just see us with underground rappers. I want you to see that we can really hold our own in this shit. You know what I mean? Like we're actual literal musicians,
and build
like
a serious
artists, like
brand in the future.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like this shit right here is not no play around shit at all. And I think that's that's how we differ from a lot of niggas in the underground, because you ask a lot of these kids in some of these interviews, you can tell that some of them really don't know what they want.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're kind of just
so
going,
young and so new.
Yeah,
to
they're
it,
going with the flow. But us, bro, we got this shit mapped the fuck out.
Yeah.
All we're doing is just cooling it right now.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking totally jump the gun. But
Yeah, not just yet. Oh, but that bitch is already loaded. We gonna cock that bitch soon.
let's shoot someone. Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Shoot somebody and I'll get a really big pizza. Can we get some shout outs to end this?
Yeah, bro. Shout out my nigga Dre. Shout out X. Shout out all the members of Only Ski. Shout out fucking the ruler Max P.
Yeah, shout out Max.
Everybody from Orlando, everybody
Shout
from
out all
South
my
Florida.
niggas in Palm Beach.
Shout out SS 197. Shout out my nigga 48. Shout out all 197 when I rock shit.
Shout out DJ Nick. Shout out to ASAP. They're cool
Yeah,
people.
shout out ASAP.
That's what's up. Well, hey, it was nice having you guys in here.
Yo, appreciate it.
No Jumper, the coolest
interview.
podcast in the world.
Hey, man.
Hey, we did
Fuck
this
y'all
shit.
niggas if y'all ain't on this podcast. Y'all better get on this shit. This
Yo,
shit's
you
fire.
see that? That's no jumper.
Is this a
Fuck
flex
y'all
like
niggas.
for the people in your like hometown scene? Like every
Yeah.
time they ever try to talk
Bro,
shit about, you're like, man,
honestly,
I was
dog,
on New
it's
Jumper.
crazy
People
because
watch your shit.
you've built this brand so big that like in the underground
fire.
now, people look at it like, oh shit, bro, you're on No Jumper.
Yeah.
You know how many people were on there? Antoine Dixon was on there. Bro, when I saw you have Antoine Dixon on here, I was like, you're a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was pretty dope. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, you're really fucking well known in Florida for like your
Really?
interviews.
That's tight.
Yeah.
You want to know how I know that I'm like famous for this all of a sudden? Is that the other day I'm getting a salad down the street and the chick serving me the salad just goes, I really liked your Nick Coletti interview. I was so
Yo,
hyped.
hey,
Some
yo.
fucking fan ran up to me yesterday in Bakersfield and it was like, it's you. I was like, yeah. She like fucking hugged me. I was like, yo.
So are you kind of new to having that happen in like random places?
I mean, like
The tour
not,
a
not,
lot,
not
like,
really.
on tour, but you're ready for it
Yeah,
on tour, but
not yes and
Walking
not
around
really
the
at the
mall.
same time because I'll be
Wi-Fi.
walking around Miami with like my bitch because well, not my bitch, my
my
girlfriend.
lover, my woman.
My girlfriend, she
Yeah.
DJs and shit.
You can call her bitch.
So yeah, well, she already know.
She knows she's my person.
But nah, like I'll be like holding her hand and shit like that, and we'll be walking, and like random bitches will just be like, "Oh my God, it's Wifisfuneral." She'll be like dead ass about to knock these hoes out.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I shout out to my girl, bro. My girl got hands. Her reach is crazy.
Really? She's black?
She's black and Puerto Rican.
Okay.
She like
She sounds tough.
My girl got heads.
She G
Hey,
shit like I
that's
ain't gonna
some real
lie.
shit.
Like her reach, my nigga, is like this.
Her reach, like she's fucking John Jones or
Yeah,
something.
it's like, bro, like her swings are crazy. Like her uppercuts, legendary.
I can't believe that we're going to really end this with you giving your approximation of how good your
girl
girlfriend is in a
has to
fight.
have hands. If you have a girlfriend and your girlfriend doesn't have hands,
yeah, your girl has
oh
to
my
have
God.
hands, bro. Because it's like, you know what I mean? Nowadays, like, some of these niggas that be wifing bad bitches, I ain't on this end, but you know what I mean? Nowadays, niggas that wife bad bitches are pussies.
Yeah.
But most of these bitches that are bad, they done been through some shit.
But yo,
so them hoes are like,
Let
like,
me ask you
with
a
it.
question. You're with your girl in public and a girl runs up and punches your girlfriend in the face. Do you punch the girl in the
That
face?
yeah,
begins.
yeah.
I'm punching her. I'm knocking her ass out. Yeah.
Nah,
She
bro,
said-
she getting
she's getting
jade.
two-piece.
She
She's
getting
getting-
jade right there. Me and my bitch, I'm about to just like 3-piece McNugget her ass, and my bitch is just about to bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Just rock her shit.
Because it's like you're not supposed to hit a girl, but you got to stand up for your
Oh,
friends.
yeah.
Your girlfriend is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one of your
Even that,
best
and like,
friends.
if
You're
like, she runs past
endangering
me,
my
I'm tripping that
significant
hoe.
other.
Yeah.
I rest with this
Yeah.
woman. I pay bills with this girl.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You're not gonna make
like,
her
I have
ugly.
sex with this woman. You're
Yeah.
not gonna fucking slap my.
Oh, no.
No.
You're getting like some kind of wrestling, like a suplex, just
I'm fucking
drop
putting her
me,
in a
and my
half
girl gets
Nelly,
on
bro.
top and whips her ass. On some real shit.
Fucking half Nelly.
I mean, it would be better if you could just grab her and get them apart. That'd be fine. But I mean,
like a
realistically,
trip.
I'm probably
Nah,
going to
G
swing.
shit, if it's
Like
on
a
some
trip?
shit, I'm gonna be honest. If she just taps my girlfriend with a slap,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at my girl and I'm gonna be like, eat her shit. Just,
Fuck that
just
hoe up.
eat.
Fuck
just
that hoe up.
rock her
Shit.
shit. And I just have my girlfriend just look at me and just have that testosterone build up. My nigga just
Wow.
and just go in.
That's what's up. Oh man, what a great way to end this. Florida, fuck with me. Florida N-word mentality.
Yeah.
That's what we're on.
Fuck yeah. Florida shit, South Florida shit.
Hey.
Fuck y'all niggas.
Shout out to South Florida.
Thank you very much to Wifisfuneral. We'll get the links right here on the screen if you want to follow them. No Jumper is the coolest podcast in the world. We're updated multiple times a week. SoundCloud, YouTube, and iTunes. And catch them playing in your town somewhere soon.
Yeah, bitch. We about to go on tour soon in April. We got like a Texas and LA and all that shit run. Fuck that shit. Fuck y'all niggas.
Hey.
That was probably the best interview I've ever done.
That interview, there was so many like different moments. There was like a mystery part. Like, I was like,
It was like, it went